Hey guys, so if you're feeling the energies at the minute and you're wondering what is going on, we are going through a collective initiation. So I just thought I'd share some advice on how I'm getting through this crazy time. So if you're finding yourself in a situation where you don't know how to deal with it, where your mind's like freaking out and you go, I don't know how to get out of this situation, that's kind of the whole point. So we're right in the middle of these two eclipses. Perhaps the energies will ease up a bit after the solar eclipse, who knows? And so the idea is that the idea of the initiation is that when we used to do this in ancient Egypt and in Atlantis and these places in our previous lives, we used to voluntarily go into these situations where we'd put ourselves in highly challenging situations where we don't know how we're going to get out of them, so we're like kind of forced to trust in our higher self. So the idea is we're going through a shift from a mind-based reality to what we could call a heart-based reality, to trusting that God, source, our higher self, our soul, is creating our reality for us. So first step is understanding that we are always experiencing exactly what we need to experience, like our soul, our higher self, source consciousness, God if we wish, is always giving us exactly what we need, the challenges we need to take us to the next level of our conscious expansion, our own evolution. So the idea is that Earth isn't supposed to be an easy life, an easy reality. Earth is actually an initiation school. We come here to planet Earth to give ourselves intense challenges so that we can transcend them. So it's not supposed to be easy here. This is the whole point of an Earth incarnation. So that's step one, trusting that everything is happening to us is exactly what we need, and our soul has our back, our higher self has our back, and we're always going to be fine in one way or another. And so what's helping me also is realizing that, like, if we've been on our calling, our passion, been on a spiritual journey for a while, and we're finding ourselves in an intense situation, know that this is perfect. Like we've kind of lumped this on ourselves from a higher perspective to get us through these last few months of 2021 as we shift into 2022 and beyond. And we're giving ourselves exactly what we need, and we are exactly where we're supposed to be. So if you're going through an intense situation and your mind's freaking out saying, I don't know how to deal with this, I don't know what to do, that's the whole point. We're giving ourselves these situations so we surrender more and more to our higher self and the trust in source that creation is looking after us, and we will be fine one way or another. So this has really helped me to remind myself that, like, it's good that I'm going through a very intense situation at the minute, that I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with the situation, that my mind's freaking out and can go into anxiety, because this is a sign that I'm actually aligned. Like, the more intense challenges we're going through, the more aligned we are. And so this is a sign that we've been following our passion, our calling, our spiritual journey, and we've got to a point where we're going through some very intense challenges. But we can understand that because we've come to this place, we're actually in a much better situation than what we would be if we'd have kind of flaked out, and we'd have stayed in our own reality and taken the easy path, stayed in our boring job, stayed in a safe, secure reality. While our minds might not be freaking out so much, because we'd have money coming in and a stable house and stable relationships and all blah 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 blah, and we feel better to the physical mind. It's actually a worse state because we're avoiding reality and we're staying in a lower frequency reality. So the very fact that we're going through these intense challenges and these intense energies at the minute is a sign that we're on our path, on our journey, and we're exactly where we need to be, and we're actually in a much better place because we're creating a higher vibrational reality. We're shifting into a higher vibrational parallel reality where first contact is going to happen more sooner, where reality is going to get much better. So the sign that we're going through a very intense period is a sign that we're on track, that everything's perfect, and we're actually shifting to a much better parallel reality. So remind yourself this, and it might help your mind to calm down. Have a great day, guys. Shibai.